There are so many things we need to do to address the problems that have arisen with capitalism. And instead of just, throwing it out and saying, well, let's go to socialism, which has proved itself to be a stagnant government that doesn't allow the people to grow in any way close to the dynamism that is inherent in capitalist competition that has created airplanes and computers and everything that has given us all this modern comfort and these modern problems, granted, but has moved humanity forward. That has come from the mirroring of the natural situation, like the sperm to the egg of competition. And because we didn't try to pervert that, because we incorporated it, it advanced humanity. And yes, we've found at this point now that we've gotten food to so many more people. People live in such better housing than, in greater numbers than they ever. I mean, capitalism has done wonders for humanity. And now we see that it has a great deal of problems also. Well, that should be expected because everything we do is going to have problems, and we're going to have to constantly reinvent it, constantly, make the knife sharp again, because that's just how life works. And so there's so many things that we can start looking at, like, capitalism with communal responsibility. Making money no longer becomes the gold standard of the capitalist, kingpin. It becomes creating a wonderful environment for the community that you live in. And certainly, if you are more valuable to humanity by creating something that gives back more value, then you should receive more value in money, because that's what money is. It's a placeholder for human value. And the more you give out, the more you should get back. And then you can buy things. And it's not, necessarily fair. Other people don't have the talents to do that, and the few that do get to have more than others, but we haven't got to that yet. And that's what socialism tries to address, is let's all be the same, but then nothing happens. So, okay, this makes something happen, let's try to keep it. What do we do about capitalism? Communal responsibility. Instead of just making money, creating a work environment where people have a good day at work, they work very hard, they feel good about what they do, they make enough money to live a decent life. You build a product, you make a product that enhances humanity, that makes things better. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not making cigars, which I love, and they do make life better. It just means that you're making something positive and good, and not cigarettes and putting chemicals in them, without telling people. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I went to the American Spirit non-chemical cigarettes to stop. I had to go to that to get off the ones that they tried to hook me on with these drugs. Or you can talk about Apple Computer, the way that they created everything here in the capitalist society and then sent all the jobs over to China. That's not right. All the people who lived in the country and did their part, they fulfilled their responsibility to create an environment where Apple could make that, and then to not give them the jobs back. They should have kept that within the community that helped them create it. So there's so much we can talk about how to make capitalism even better for humanity. But this idea of going to something that's already failed and proven to be a failure, that's really